Warning: the following contains explicit language and subject matter that may not be suitable for younger listeners, church folk, and people who enjoy kale smoothies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to A Pot Amongst Men. I'm your host, Steve B, a.k.a. Pimp Panda the King. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that in there. But these are coffee break conversations for the 21st century. I'm going to say these because this is a collective thing where we have a lot of conversations. This is episode 96, guys. Episode 96. We're getting dangerously close to 100. So my guest today, my buddy Timothy Ruiz. Old Timmy long hair. Now, Tim is a friend of mine from work. We went to apprentice school together, and he came on here. We're going to talk about his journey going through, union apprentice school and leaving, being a musician, pursuing that career a little bit, and coming back, and then journey into fatherhood and settling down, essentially. Old hero's journey, that I think a lot of us can relate to on a lot of levels. So I'm not going to yap your ear off. Without further ado, here's my interview with Tim Ruiz. We could start at, before you showed up at our job site, I haven't seen you in almost fucking a decade, bro.
Yeah, it was a very long time, actually.
And I have to say, I legitimately did not recognize you. I mean, first of all, we're wearing masks, so that doesn't help.
Yeah.
But you last time I saw you, had a buzz head. I don't even think you had any tattoos at the time. Now you show.
I had like two tattoos, but none on my arms, I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't see any like ass tattoos or anything the last time I saw you, so I couldn't use those as identifying marks.
Yeah. But
yeah, you showed up with the fucking dreads, the gauges, the tats. I was like, man. Who the fuck is that? He goes, "It's Tim." I'm like, "Tim." Oh shit! Like when it suddenly hits you.
Yeah, man. I mean, you look the same, just a little older, but yeah. I noticed the sleeve at first, and I was like, "Holy fuck, that's my fucking classmate. That's awesome."
It's weird, like we had, like when you see guys in school, and then you go to the job, it's like, "Oh yeah, that's right, you exist outside of the union hall." That's fun. That's right.
Yeah, dude.
But you went on a bit of a journey since then.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I remember you told me you were doing the music. And then I stopped seeing you at one point. I was like, what the fuck happened to Tim? And like, oh, he's really going hard with the music right now. I was like, oh, okay. So
I was trying.
But I mean, listen, everybody tries.
Yeah.
What was that?
I was giving it the good old college try.
So yeah, what was the deal? Like, did you like shelve your card? How did that work?
I didn't. Well, shelving your card, that consists of like still paying the dues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I shelved my card. I topped out with Starlo. I was building Panasonic in Newark.
Okay.
So I asked them for a layoff, and maybe about like 3 weeks, maybe not even 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks after I topped out.
Time out. Before we go any further, I just want to make sure if there's any names in these stories, you might want to just,
don't use the names.
Yeah, don't use any last names. I mean, unless it's good.
There'll be no names.
Okay, if it's a good thing, then let them fly, whatever. But
all right,
if we're gonna shit on somebody, we'll give them a little bit of a courtesy.
Okay. So if anything, I'll call him Johnny Doe.
There you go, Johnny Doe. Hey, Billy Ballwash, how you doing over here? All right, so you were at Panasonic in Newark with Starlo.
Yeah, and I topped out, and like 2 or 3 weeks after I topped out, I asked them for a layoff. And then I fucking started collecting my annuity.
Oh shit! Okay.
I dipped into that, dude.
I mean, I dipped into it when I bought my first house. So I mean, if not for that, I wouldn't have been able to afford it.
Correct. Same here, actually. Beautifully, I built it back up, and then I was able to dip into it and buy this house here, which was a blessing. So shout out to unions for that, man.
Nice to have that, right?
You're not kidding, dude.
You talk to people that are like 60 years old, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna work until I die." Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, bro.
We got a magic number. You need a sec?
No, I'm good.
All right.
So I took a little leave, and the leave turned it into I drained the annuity from 2013. I drained it completely.
Really? Oh
until
shit.
zero.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
But that put me on a course for 2.5 years. I was just doing fucking nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Well, not nothing. I was doing music stuff, but not really like I should have been. I wanted to move out to California. I never got there, and I never even went.
Why not?
I just got in a slump. I said, you know what? Let me just stay in my house and do music here,
Mm-hmm.
and try to do music around like New York City and Jersey and stuff. But it didn't really do much. I just got into a bunch of alcohol and drugs and stuff. So I was
Yeah,
just
no.
chilling, having a relationship with ladies and stuff, and it didn't pan out like I would have thought. But if that hadn't happened, we wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have been back in the union, so wouldn't have met my wife. So it all worked out actually.
But so with the music, like, I mean, I don't, why is it that people, I mean, I get it with acting and everything, but why with music? Why did you want to go to Cali? Because, I mean, New York City is, that's like no offense to anybody else outside of this area, but New York City is New York City. It's like the most famous city in the world, it's like the crown jewel of the fucking, of the, the country almost. Like,
That's true.
why leave New York?
Well, first of all, I don't like New Jersey winters, and New York.
Look at me, I'm wearing this shit, I'm all bundled up. You ain't telling me.
Yeah,
But it makes
exactly.
you tough. It makes you tough. It hardens you.
No, seriously, dude. But that was the main reason. That was the main reason, because of the weather. I wanted to get the hell out of here because of the weather.
Okay.
So I was thinking, okay, I'll live a tropical life out in Cali. And I'll be on the beach every day and whatnot. So that was the thinking system behind there. That's why.
So I thought that was like an industry decision. Like you were.
No, it
okay.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
So like what kind of music were you doing at the time?
R&B.
R&B. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Like I was gonna say, like you showed up with like the dreads and the gauges. Like that's almost like a very specific look, and I would not have said R&B.
Yeah.
I know
what would you have said?
Well, listen, the dreads are what makes it different. The combination of the dreads and the gauges, that's where you get into some gray areas. Because the gauges, I always think, oh, that's like a metal kid or like he's into the rock scene. But the dreads, not so much, unless you're like auditioning for POD or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's funny because I kind of, when it comes to like those scenes and stuff, I kind of cut my teeth in like the metal scene and like the
I remember
scene.
Yeah.
So dreads, gauges, tats, that was so commonplace to me. I don't get phased by it, but I can only imagine that other people, like the fucking squares out there, for lack of a better term, but they see it and they're like, oh, what's up with this guy? Is he a Satanist? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
absolutely, dude. They think I'm trouble.
I'm
like one of the nicest guys on earth, maybe.
I definitely the friendliest guy that I probably have ever worked with. But people see that and they get like these weird ideas.
Yeah.
Like first of all, shout out to my wife, but she comes from like a culture and an environment where they don't have that. Like the only like the most like the people that were the most into that scene, like, oh well, I shop at Hot Topic and I wear black jeans, but I still listen to reggaeton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I'm like, babe, you don't even know. It goes deep. It goes so deep. You have like the metal scene, and then it just branches off from there. Like I was
grunge metal, hardcore metal,
Christian metal,
screamo, Christian metal.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I had a cut. I think, dude, this is like going way back, like into the catalog of the podcast. I think it was like on like episode 3. I had my buddies Rashawn and Laquan on, and they both make they make music. They make like hip hop beats, like R&B beats.
Yeah.
And we were talking about all these different genres, and I brought up Christian metal, and they're like, "Wait, you're gonna talk about like you're gonna say really like there's a Christian metal?" Like he's like that's like if Kirk Franklin started like cursing and like banging prostitutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not, because people get the wrong idea with metal.
Yeah.
They think because it's like screaming and it's loud and aggressive that somehow it's evil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, correct. When not all the songs are about killing and death.
I would argue that vast majority of the songs are not about that.
Yeah.
Like most of the people that are really deep into that scene, or a lot of them are like straight edge guys.
Straight edge, yeah.
A lot, especially where I used to play in. Well, one of the areas I used to play in, like Flemington, like that kind of southwest Jersey.
Yeah,
there was a lot of like farmland, like hardcore kids. So they they're straight edge. They listen to like screaming, screaming fuck music. I used to like to call it.
Yeah.
But but they're like Christian guys, and they have like Tooth and Nail Records was a big like hardcore label, but it was all Christian bands. Bands
Really?
like As I Lay Dying, Under Oath. Those are all Christian bands.
Wow.
Granted, I mean, As I Lay Dying was one of my favorite bands, and then the lead singer got arrested and locked up for a plot to have his wife murdered.
That's pretty left field.
Yeah, it doesn't really. That kind of fucks up my whole theory. But
oh, hey, could you yeah, you're the guy that's gonna murder my wife, right? All right, yeah. Can you do it tomorrow? Thanks so much. God bless.
Yeah, God bless. Peace be with you. And don't be wearing two different kinds of cloth, because the book doesn't like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Better not be eating no shrimp neither.
Oh,
So how long was like the music thing? How long did that really last?
I mean, well, hold on for 1 second. I'm still doing music.
Oh shit.
I still do music.
Tickling some ivories.
Yeah, correct.
Which incidentally is one of the grossest sayings.
I never heard of that, actually.
You never heard that, tickling the ivories? That's like something like corny, waspy white people use. They talk about playing piano, and it's so creepy.
Oh, let me open up this. 1 second.
All right, no doubt.
That lighting might be a little bit better.
Look at that! Look at that face! Look at it! I could kiss it.
As you can see, my little pull-up bar over there in the background.
I got you. Yeah, keep it tight. Keep it high and tight, Mobby.
Yeah. So we were saying about the music. How long did that last?
How long were you fucking around with it? Like at least quasi seriously, as you kind of said.
Yeah. I would say up until about 2016. No,
okay.
2000. Yeah, 2016. 2016, and I got back into the union 2016. Yeah.
So what was the stretch like between when you weren't working in the union and when we were just doing the music and when you came back? Like how long of a span was that?
It was from May of 2013.
Okay, so like a 3-year period.
3 years. 3 years. Yeah.
And what were you doing? Like how? Because like the R&B scene is so different from like the rock and metal scene.
Yeah.
Like that's out of my wheelhouse. I don't know how that scene on like the independent level works. Like what is it like? Is it just consist of making music like and then trying to put it out there online for people to hear? Yeah, I mean, are you out there playing shows? Like what was it like? Because I'm honestly I'm ignorant. I don't know what it's like.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't. I'm a hardcore guy. I'm either all in or all out. I don't know what that has to do with what I'm about to say, but like I was really just not even doing it, dude. Like I was writing a whole bunch of music. I was writing a whole bunch of songs. I was recording a whole bunch of stuff, but I didn't really put too much out.
Okay.
But I was performing a nice amount. But at like open mics, I wasn't really getting like paid gigs. I think I got like 2 or 3 paid gigs.
Well, I definitely noticed like when you're playing original stuff, no matter what genre, paid gigs are few and far between. Most of it is like, you could play here and you could, sell tickets yourself and we'll take the money from that. But we'll give you the opportunity to play here.
Oh, thanks so much.
Yeah. No, I know that seems to be pretty much the same across the board.
Yeah. And like I was performing a whole bunch at poetry spots as well.
Okay.
Because also I'm a poet as well, so I got some few poems,
Yeah.
And yeah.
How long would you consider yourself a poet? Like when did that become a thing for you? I'm talking like your whole life. Like when did you discover that you like to write poetry? Because that's the thing that I feel like comes with a certain level of stigma. When you tell somebody I'm a poet, people get an idea right off the bat without really knowing anything about it.
Yeah. Well, I'd say I started writing poetry maybe in like 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, and I still write poems every now and then. I definitely still consider myself a poet. And as you can see here,
Hey.
that's hardcore. That's a poet.
Well, I've seen some of the stuff that you've written, like, for your son and your wife and stuff that
Yeah.
you've posted. So
Yeah.
I get that. I get that you actually do it. Some people, I'm sure there's people out there say, "Oh yeah, I'm a poet." Say, what have you written? I think about stuff a lot, and
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
poet's mind.
Yeah. Oh, that's poetic. You say that.
So, do you think it's fair to say that like the music was kind of, no disrespect here, but do you think it
Yeah.
was kind of like an excuse you told yourself that you were going to pursue that kind of because, work is not really a glamorous thing, especially in our line of work. There's a lot of
No.
time. What do you?
No. I think that I really wanted to do it, but then I just um I got comfortable. There you go. That's a good word for it. I got comfortable. You know what? I'm taking in 3,500 every fucking month. You know what? I'll just chill. Let me just do drugs and fucking drink and just chill
It's
and
hard to
write
argue with.
poetry. It's hard to argue with, dude.
I
Yeah.
know. You want to go bust your ass out in the fucking elements with a bunch of jerk offs who make fun of you and like just tell you
Yeah.
to fuck off every other.
Correct.
Or
Tim,
do you want?
Tim, what are you writing in that little notebook, Tim?
Oh God, I see. That's the thing. We work in such a like that industry where it's so stereotypical in so many
Yeah.
senses. It's like
Yeah.
that typical, fucking meathead construction worker, like hard-headed dudes. They're set in
Yeah.
their ways. Anything less than like stereotypically manly, they'll
Yeah.
fucking roast you.
Yeah.
And you know what the thing that sucks is that even like it's not even just getting your balls broken, which I'm totally okay with because I
Yeah.
could dish it out also.
Correct.
But there's like you could lose job opportunities in a sense where it's like you'll get a shitty fucking assignment. Like, oh yeah, this
Yeah.
fucking guy with the dreads, we'll make him go fucking put up CJs for 6 months.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Or if you had an argument with a guy in the past, and then this guy, the word got around to your foreman or your sub foreman, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Like I remember, like I don't know, I talked about this kind of stuff with when Mark Green was on the show.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about, when it comes to guys being assholes, and that they're wrong, and you want to speak up and be like, yo, you're actually way the fuck off, bro. And even if you want to call somebody out for doing the wrong thing, like there's actual consequences to that. It's not just like, oh, this guy doesn't like me now. Like that could really fuck up your career even.
Yeah, dude.
Which
Domino
is kind of
effect.
yeah, it's kind of a scary thing. Shout out to Domino. I like that. But yeah, it's like with the culture of being a construction worker is kind of weird. Like, I mean, I definitely think it's changed, since we've gotten in a little bit with our generation coming up.
I believe so, dude. I believe
Like
so. We're more open now.
for
Like,
sure.
we're more open to talk about things that are wrong with us, things that we're feeling. That shit wasn't manly back in the day.
No, I mean, there's a lot of guys that's still not manly.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm fixing shit. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
I'm the car, the fucking alternator's going right now, and I need to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's an analogy to what's going on. Like you just gonna walk around with a fucking broken brain, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, no, you got to fix shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
With especially with your appearance, with the dreads and the tats and the gauges.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there's guys that have shit to say. Like, how does that play out for you, like on the job site?
Well, I'm a pretty cool guy, laid back, and I'm also pretty funny and like pretty witty. So I was giving him like a fuck you type of answer, or like oh yeah, I'm just living my life how the fuck I want to. So then they basically say, oh, this guy, yeah, I can't fuck with this guy because he doesn't take it.
Yeah,
he takes it so well, like whatever.
A lot of guys, as soon as you give them a little pushback, they're like, oh, okay, he's
Yeah.
He can keep his
or like you could say like, oh, this is the go fuck yourself look.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, oh, all right, well, I'm not gonna say anything more to this guy.
Yeah. Oh, you like my hair? It's funny because your mother rolled over this morning and told me the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can see the similarity. Yeah, fuck
exactly.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I just definitely that's kind of like I feel like the look is like a big dick energy look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I don't give a Frenchman's fuck what you think. Like this is
Yeah.
what I like, and if you don't like it, that's your problem.
Exactly. And a lot of the guys know my nickname is Hammer.
Hammer.
So, yeah. You didn't know this.
I didn't know this. See,
It's on my hard hat.
we're at the same building, but we're in two totally different crews.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's your fucking building at this little school that had us working all through quarantine.
Well, thankfully, right?
No, listen, it's a blessing and a curse because it was times
bro.
when I was legit, concerned, and they're like, "Hey, we're still working." It's like, yo, there's people fucking getting it on the job, and nobody cares.
Correct.
But
correct.
at the same time, we're in a fortunate position. We've been able to support our families, and really not much has changed. But it's got a little scary.
Yeah, no, it was. It definitely is. I mean, I wear my mask all day, every day when I'm outside.
Mm-hmm.
And people look at me funny, but like even the construction guys, like some of them still like don't wear it, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not putting my family at risk just because you don't want to fucking wear it. Fuck it, I'll just wear my mask. You do whatever the fuck you want.
It's such a fucked up thing. Like the mask is such a small thing to ask of people.
It really is, dude.
And they still got to bitch about it. They still got to bitch.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. I had to go do a little Christmas shopping yesterday. So
yeah,
I had to go out to Menlo Park, and I just felt my blood starting to boil.
People in the mall, dude.
Oh my god, bro! It was, first of all, it was packed. Like, fuck social distancing. We're just not doing that here, I guess.
Correct.
And you know how many guys? And it was all guys. I saw this walking around with the mask like down to here, like down here,
like sagging pants. Like, what are you fucking doing?
Like, you're not. It's not doing anything. Look at that fucking hat here. Fucking walking around, pulling it down, eating the Annie's and stuff, the pretzels. But which we went there. My kid wants it, of course. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, I don't want to walk around while he's pulling it down to eat. But
because then you look like an asshole.
Yeah, like, what are you gonna do? He's a 9-year-old kid. He wants his pretzels. I get it. Like, I would have wanted it too, but and it's hard to argue. And it's like, it doesn't really look like we're really trying anything here. Look at all the fucking people around.
Correct.
But
is your co-producer there?
No. I don't have him on for the Zoom calls because it's kind of pointless for him. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Like, he's just gonna sit here and freeze because all I had to do was press a button. But I wanted to get him in here, because now I'm trying to get him used to it. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
And but it sucks. It's with not having people here. What's the point?
I got you.
So okay, 2016. Let's go. Let's get back to our timeline here.
Okay.
All right. So you decide you're going to get back in the union. How did that decision come about?
Okay. Well, I'll let you know. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Let's rewind to the end of 2015.
Okay.
So I was with my ex-girlfriend, and boom, the annuity runs out. Okay. So now I need a job. Now I need to get back to working, but I was smoking heavy marijuana at the time. Okay. So I go to the hall. I actually stopped smoking for a while so I could take the test.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like 2 days before the test, I smoke, and I say, you know what, it's gonna be all good. It'll be out of my system because I haven't smoked in so long. It was like probably like a month or so that I hadn't smoked, but I was smoking heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I took a flush, and I went to go take the test. I failed. Okay, so they said, oh, well, you got to go to rehab now or whatever. But mind you, I hadn't been in the working for 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So what's the step I got to take? Okay, well, you got to go this place. Actually, well, you don't have insurance.
Because you hadn't been working.
Correct. So you know what? Don't worry about it. Just come back when you're clean. So
love it.
Yeah.
Listen, at least you're just trying to get people to work. You know what? Argue on that.
Correct.
It does make you laugh.
Yeah, it does. So, I had to go get a job, and my ex, she was with this guy that before me that could cook his ass off. He's I'm positive that to this day he's a master chef. Okay, this guy is amazing. I know the guy. So he could throw down.
Incidentally, we have him here. Everybody, welcome, guys.
Yo, what's up, bro? My
Yeah.
bad. No, so
Taking that ass to Flavor Town, bitch. Sorry.
yeah, it's all good. So, so I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let me get a cooking job. There was ad in the paper. I forgot if it was in the paper or on the internet. I found it said $8 an hour, no experience necessary.
Okay.
Okay, so I took it. I took the job, started learning how to cook, um, and became okay as a cook. But me and the ex were on the rocks at the time. We were on the downfall.
What's the matter? She
And
doesn't like the way you look in a hairnet?
so I forgot what it was. But so we started not talking for a while. We weren't talking for like 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks. And as grown ass people, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
like right. So anyway, I met this girl at the restaurant. She was cute, and she was flirting with me, but it was going over my head. I wasn't really sure that she was into me. Okay, so
That we all, God damn, I know exactly that feeling.
really,
Does she like me, or am I just being a dumbass? I don't know. I can't
yeah,
tell.
yeah,
And
dude,
girls,
yeah,
sometimes they're so subtle. You gotta just hit us on the head with it. That otherwise, we're not gonna get it. We're not gonna get
yeah,
it. I'm
bro,
sorry.
yeah, bro.
Drives me nuts, man. I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, so I ended up breaking up with my ex. Okay, so I broke it off with my ex, and then me and this girl got together, and so I'll tell you the way that she came onto me, and it just went right over my head. So
Okay.
she said she was still in college at the time. Okay, and she said, she heard I was an electrician, so she said, so if my if my lights ever go out, can I call you up and then you can come over and fix it at the college dorm or whatever? And I was like, I said, no, actually, that's a liability. I can't do that. Shit went right over my head, dude. Still laugh about it to this day.
Yeah.
But that ended up being my wife.
Okay. That one. That's a little. It's a little blunt. You know.
Yeah. So I didn't take the bait on that one at all.
Yeah.
And,
I like your glasses. Sorry, but they're not for sale. You can laugh all you
yeah,
want. They're
pretty
still not
much.
for sale.
Pretty much. I'd like to see you with your glasses off.
Yeah.
No, that's
Hey, when
no,
it gets
then I
dark,
won't have any vision.
when it gets dark in my college dorm room, do you want to come over? Oh, I can't. Sorry, code forbids
I
it.
work for the union.
Yeah. I don't know if the
Oh,
portability
shit.
rules are going to allow me to come out there.
Yeah, what county is that? Oh,
Yeah.
it's not Hudson X and Burlington. Nah.
You're going to have to talk to
Sorry.
102. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh man.
Anyway, so
So
when did you start picking up the hints?
well, she came over with her friend to my apartment. We hung out, and then we started texting, and then I got it,
Okay.
and then it was all good from there. So a few months later, I asked her to be my girl, and then we actually went to a vacation which we weren't supposed to go to, because our job. Oh, she worked at the same job as me. That's how we
Mhm.
met. So um, we asked our job to give us a week off so we can go on vacation. And my job gave her, well, the job gave her it off. And then they said to me, look, well, you can't go. I said, what? You're not going to tell me what to do? I quit, basically. Right? So we go on a vacation to upstate New York on a snowboard vacation.
You don't want to give me a week off? I'm gonna take forever off then. How about that, you fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They only fucking paying me $8 an hour and they only show me how to cook and introduce me to my wife. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Tired of these fucking hash browns and home fries. Which one is which? I don't know. Nobody knows. I'm sorry.
So we came back, then I started working little odds and end jobs, also making shit wage. But it was a humbling experience. I'm a humble guy as it is, but it was humbling to go from making so much in the union or even with the annuity to making so little.
Yeah.
Right. So then in the summer of 2016, I stopped smoking again so I can go take the test again because she got me on a good feet or whatever. And I passed. So then I started working with the union again, and I've been in ever since. I got with this company, and after a while, they didn't like me because one of the guys, this goes back to what we were saying earlier, one of the guys had worked with me before, and me and him had some complications, and he told the super about me, and the super started watching me, and he stopped liking me. Well, he was an asshole anyway, but so he didn't really like too many people, but one day just it broke the camel's back, and I got fired. Not fired. I got laid off. And
It's
then,
tough when like you got some guys like once they get the little fucking little green worm tongue in their ear, and then they get an idea about somebody in their head, and then it's just impossible to change their minds.
yeah,
You know, like I've seen that a bunch of times. Guys just like you could fuck up one time and make an honest mistake, you know, like something silly, but then forever now you're labeled as fucking jerk off. This guy, he's a fucking hack. He don't know what the hell he's doing.
correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah,
and
you could have been having a bad day.
You could never make a mistake again, and you're still stuck with that label.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. I've been through that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I mean, that's the beauty of the union, though. It's, you know, you
Correct.
get laid off here. Exactly. And I mean, even if you get laid off from one company, you go back to the hall, you can still get sent right back out to the same job. Like, it's crazy. I've seen that.
Yeah.
This guy, we're doing undergrounds. This guy, he doesn't want to carry lengths of fucking 10-foot PVC.
Yeah.
So fuck this guy. I'm laying him off. 2 days later, guess who shows back up? Okay.
Non-carrier.
Yeah. Still ain't carrying the shit, so you figure it out.
Yeah.
That gets crazy sometimes. A lot of people don't realize like how the union itself works. It's literally just like a big temp agency.
Yeah.
So all the contractors, they just hire in essentially temps. You know, you come here, and if you're good, you stick around. And if not, Jay, listen, job's over. Sorry, thanks for your help.
The job just started. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, there's even like you work in a big job, especially with the company we work for, it gets busy and then it gets slow. So you might have up to 50 guys on a crew, and next thing you know, all right, well, job's over. So thanks for your help. I'll see you in the next one. And that's how it goes. And it's nothing personal. And then sometimes it is personal, but okay. So now you're back in the union. You got your girl.
Yeah.
When does the marriage come in? Let's push ahead on that.
So my wife is she knows what she wants type of woman.
Okay.
And so in 2017, we started talking about marriage. And she picked out her ring.
Okay.
So she picked out the ring, and then we went to Tokyo, which was amazing. Yep.
Wow.
In December 2017 for her birthday week.
For December 2017?
Yeah.
That's when I got married, December 2nd, 2017.
Awesome, dude.
My wedding anniversary.
10 days later, I asked my wife to marry me.
Nice. How did you do it? Did you go through have like a big elaborate plan?
I sort of did. I wrote it out while she was sleeping one day. And so I asked her on 12/12/2017. And 24 is her favorite number. 2 and 17 are my favorite numbers. So 12 plus 12 is 24, 2, 17, 2017. And I forgot the exact words I said.
He's a poet and a mathematician, folks.
I love math, dude. I love numbers.
I hate numbers.
Really?
I always thought that there was only two kinds of people. There's either numbers people or letters people. I'm a letter person. I'm good with words, with language, speech. With numbers, I'm just a bumbling fucking idiot.
Gotcha.
And it's like, but it's so logical. Here's the numbers. Like, I see that, but that's not how I'm built. I'm sorry.
Yeah, correct. Just like kinesthetic learners.
Yeah, everybody's different. I feel like it's like left brain, right brain kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay. So you wrote it out while she was sleeping.
Yeah, I wrote it out while she was sleeping, and we went to a whole bunch of classes out there, like learning how to make sushi.
Oh shit.
Um, the particular day that I asked her, we were making sushi. So I said to everyone, "Hey, I'd like to say something," and I stood up, and my wife, fiance at the time, she was like, "What's this guy doing?" And I started a whole little speech, and then she's like, What are you doing?" Inside her mind. And then I said, "So with all that said," and I got that on one knee, and I said, "Will you marry me?" And the whole room went crazy. And the instructor got a bottle of champagne. He called to one of his people that worked with him and said, "Hey, bring out a bottle of champagne." That, of course,
Champagne.
that wasn't even planned.
You have to have sake. You're in Japan. Come on.
I used to love sake.
It gets on top of you in a weird way. It's like every alcohol is different, and sake has its
Yeah,
own thing. Like the way it hits you is not like other alcohol, especially because
yeah,
when you're supposed to drink it warm too. Like it's, I don't
yeah.
know, man. I've gotten a little tipsy off sake before,
Oh, I got
and
messed up on sake before.
it's a weird one.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. All
yeah,
right, continue. So they brought out the champagne. Should have been
yeah,
sake, and
yeah. And we celebrated, and yeah. So that was how I asked her to marry me, and then uh 2 years later, um March 21st, 2019, 321. Um, we got married, and then we went to Bali for the
oh shit,
honeymoon.
nice.
Yeah, it was dope, man.
Now let me ask you this. This is a question that's been posed to me before, and I actually really like this question. So
Yeah.
why your wife? How did you know she was the one for you? Like, what made you decide like this is what I want? This is the one I want to have by my side. I want to walk with day in day out.
She was just like I think I've dated a whole bunch of really cool women.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but she was like the one that stood out so much. Like she just knows what she wants. She's straightforward. Not many of the women that I dated were straightforward. Um, she's beautiful. Um, I think that's she was really smart, articulate. I think that was it, man. She
Yeah.
just knew she knew what she wanted. She was straightforward. Um, yeah, that was basically it, man.
It's a funny thing because we grow up and there was like the older generations like, oh, when you know, and it's like I don't really believe that because
Yeah,
there's plenty of people that knew and then it ended up going horribly. So
yeah,
like no,
yeah,
I don't think that's that. But you make the best decision you can based off what you know at the time. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
And if you're good, I mean if you're good at making decisions, you can kind of gauge out how you're gonna mesh with somebody. A lot of people they just get wrapped up in that infatuation,
yeah,
especially when you get married early. Because
yeah,
I proposed to my wife like shit, like almost just a year after meeting her.
yeah.
But and plus, we lived, she lived in Miami, I lived in Jersey, so it was a long distance relationship. So a
Quite.
lot of people would look at that and be like, "You're an idiot. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing?"
You don't know what she's doing out there.
Exactly. And listen, fucking people say that too. People are assholes,
Yeah,
especially in our
correct.
line of
Definitely.
work.
No,
You know how
for
many
real.
guys? You know how many guys on the job told me, "Listen, she's what are you gonna do? Move down there? You're not gonna work, and she ain't moving up here. She's not moving from Miami to New Jersey.
Yeah,
Fuck you, motherfucker." Anyway,
yeah,
but it's a tricky thing, and it's an intuitive feeling I found. It is nothing. There's no hard facts. There's no like real checklist because
yeah,
everybody's different. Me and you, we're all different, and
yeah,
then you're gonna meet a person who's totally different from you. Even if you're similar, you're still
yeah,
totally different. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's a lot of guys ask, well, how do you know? How do you know when you find the right one? And it's like you never truly know, but when you
yeah,
really love someone and
yeah,
they I mean, like you said, there's no checklist, but when you can go down the list of things that you love about them, and it's like, yeah, this makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Just what it makes sense to you. Because I've been asked this by a lot of guys, a lot of single guys, like, how do you know you found the one? And you never
yeah,
know. You just make the best decision you can at the time
yeah,
and hope. I mean, listen, I know with my wife, I had things that were like what's the opposite of a red flag? Like I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's a good thing right there. That marker, that's something
a
that
unicorn.
not even a unicorn, but it's like we see a red flag, we assume that it's like a bad thing. But I say a blue flag for the sake of this conversation. Like I saw a
Okay.
blue flag. Like you see somebody do something really generous, really selfless.
Yeah.
Expect nothing in return when
Yeah.
99% of other people wouldn't do that, and they
Yeah.
do it without like a second thought. They don't know
Yeah.
you're watching. They don't know, and I was like, like that's a sign of a really good person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like you see these little signs in someone, or just for everybody it's different. But like for me, that was something I saw in my wife. I was like, holy shit, like that's like she's really selfless. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's selfless 100% of the time, but she was selfless when it really counted, and there was nothing in it for her. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was I always point to that, like that's something for me that made me think like, oh, this is someone that I could keep around for a long time, and hopefully I
Yeah.
don't fuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So now, fast forward to anybody who doesn't already know Tim. You're a dad, new dad.
Yep.
Just this year, you had a baby boy.
Yes.
So give us a bit of the story of like the lead up to that. Like, was it a planned birth? Was it just
Yeah.
was he quarantine baby? I mean, like,
No, it was
so-
planned.
okay,
My wife is a planner, dude. We planned out everything.
really
We were trying to get pregnant, and we got pregnant.
good for you, man.
Yeah, thanks. And actually, we took the pregnancy test on my birthday, and it popped up. So that was like one of the most awesome presents ever.
I mean, I gotta
I love
imagine, yeah, when you're
Yeah,
trying and then it finally happens, it's got to be
yeah,
amazing. Because I know for
yeah,
me, like, my wife Betty's pregnant now. She's just over
yeah,
4 months,
yeah,
and it wasn't planned, you know.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
not to say I'm not gonna love the kid. It's just
Of
it
course.
hits you in a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because we already got a 9-year-old, so like I was like, I'm cool. Like we got a kid already, and I
yeah,
skipped like the hardest part,
yeah, yeah.
So what's it been like now with the newborn? How old is he?
He's about to be 3 months
Okay.
next week. On Christmas, actually, he'll be 3 months.
Okay.
So he was born September 25th. And it was kind of rough in the beginning, more so just like for my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
In what way?
because she'd be exhausted. I mean, I'll say right now to all the guys that don't have any kids, or if they don't believe this, believe it. Okay, being a mom is the hardest job on the universe. That us hardworking men has fucking nothing on that shit, bro. I'll tell
Okay.
you right now.
It's a hot
I,
take. You got to defend it. Why?
nah,
Why do you say that?
nah, no way, man. It's a full-time job. Us men, we leave our jobs, and most of us, unless you're like the super, or unless you're maybe the owner of the job, then you think about it 24/7. But you're just thinking about it 24/7. The mom, she has to be on 24/7. It's just
Mm.
it's just no brainer. Like when you see the baby crying, when you hear the baby crying, you got to run over. Um, it's ridiculously hard. And then you're she's a stay-at-home mom right now, so she has to do things in the house, clean the house a little bit, um, make food. It's ridiculously hard, man. It's ridiculously difficult and challenging.
Now, how has it been in terms of sharing the parent duties?
I think it's
She's not
getting
doing.
better.
Well, I'm saying
It's
she's
getting
not
way
doing
better.
everything herself, obviously, right?
With what?
Well, as far as taking care of the kid.
No, when I get home, I give her a little break for a few hours,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll be able to do her own thing. Like she likes walking in the house. She'll walk downstairs, um, and just chillax and get some alone time. And of
Okay.
course, I love it because I get to bond with the baby. Before he wasn't smiling, but now since he's about to be 3 months, he started smiling, and
Nice.
it's just awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. Yeah, in the
So
beginning, it's kind of hard because they're not smiling, so you don't know what the hell is going on with them.
did I fuck
How
something
they're
up
feeling.
already? Is he gonna hate me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Was there anything that caught you off guard or caught you by surprise in terms of like now you're a first time parent? Like, were anything
Yeah.
that maybe like you had different ideas of what it would be like, and then reality completely changed that?
Um, I think that probably the most difficult thing was just getting used to the diapers, changing the
Yeah.
diapers. Yeah,
How so?
because it's not a intuitive type of thing. It's kind of hard. And we recently started. Well, maybe about 2 months now. We started cloth diapering.
Okay.
Have you heard about that?
I mean, I kind of. I don't.
Yeah.
What's
It's
the story behind that? Like, I know what a cloth diaper
well.
is,
First
but
of all,
yeah, why do that in terms of instead of Huggies?
bro, you save so much fucking money. It's great.
Okay, it's a good point.
Okay,
Good
it's
point right
just
off the bat.
it's recycling the diapers. It's great. I mean, granted, my wife has bought a lot of them,
Hmm.
but we're also planning for the next kid already. So
Give me the pitch. Like if you're pitching to somebody why that's the way to go instead of buying diapers at the CVS. What's the pitch? How would you sell that to me?
okay, give me about 5 seconds while I think.
Okay, we're gonna fast forward. Now think as long as you need to.
Okay.
And I'll just fast forward it in the
All
recording,
right.
the editing.
Okay. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
You have to do a signal to remind yourself now, or
And we're back.
you know what? Can you pause it again?
And we're
Let me get a cloth diaper. Make it like a fucking commercial.
oh shit. Okay.
Be right back.
All right.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Here's the pitch.
Are you tired of using so many of these shits? They'll start leaking after a while. And they also, well, they don't really rip. I'm just trying to rip it right now. Are you tired of wasting money though on these little cute little disposable diapers?
The leaking is a strong argument against it. Nobody wants a handful of piss.
Nobody wants a handful of piss. Get yourself a cloth diaper. They're cute. They come in trendy little designs. They have snaps. They grow with your baby. These right here are available from 8 to 30. They grow with your baby from 8 to 32 pounds.
Okay,
They're
so
washable.
the washable.
Yes.
Now,
You'll love them.
you're gonna have to explain to me the washing process. Like, are you
Okay.
just throwing a diaper full of shit in the washing machine? How does this work?
No. So you actually wash it off inside of the toilet bowl.
Okay.
So it's a process. You got to get like it's called a bidet.
Yes. Love bidets.
Yeah. So
Cleanest asshole this side of the Atlantic.
Correct. So the bidet that we have is a hose outside of the. Okay, so you got the same one.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you get a pail, like a 13-gallon. No, not a 13-gallon. My bad. Maybe like a 5-gallon little garbage can. You cut the bottom out, put it into the top of the toilet bowl,
Mhm.
and then with 2 clips, you hold this side right here. So you clip, and the shit's right here. And then with the bidet, you
spray it down. You spray it off.
Spray it down. Correct. Then you rinse it off. You throw right into your garbage pail with a whole bunch of the rest of these, and then you put them into the washer. That's it.
Yeah, I mean it's clearly a little more labor intensive than
Absolutely.
some pull-ups, but
yeah,
I'm sure that the
think
price is.
Yeah, I mean from 8 to 32, that's crazy, dude. 8 pounds.
That's a long time span.
Yeah,
But
you'd be buying thousands of diapers.
Is that the only reason though? Just the price, or is there any other like I don't know, like
health wise?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't think so. I think it's just like maybe my wife is just an Amazon lover, maybe So but I think just the saving money aspect of it, I think that's the biggest thing.
Okay. Hey,
yeah.
Times are tough right now. It's a strong pitch. You want to save a little money, all you got to do is hose the shit off. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So now you got a baby boy. All right. You got your son, your firstborn son. He's going to carry the torch. He's going to pass down your legacy.
Yeah.
What do you, we'll kind of make this the end. We'll wrap up soon. So I get you back so you can take care of the fam. But what are some of the things you really want to impart that are most important to you, like the lessons and the values that you want to teach him? Because everybody kind of has certain things that they value more. So for you, what's the most important thing for you?
I think I just want to teach him to be very respectful to women.
Okay.
To women and also his own feelings. We always, not everybody, I suppose, but a lot of people, like when they have their kids and their little kid gets hurt, you say, "Oh, it's okay." But I'm not gonna do that with my kid. I'm gonna say, what are you feeling? Why do you think that happened? And then, okay, well, here, let me hug you, to help you feel better. So they could be open with their emotions, because a lot of us men have been taught from an early age to basically stifle our emotions. Oh, it's okay. When no, it wasn't okay. I fucking got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that stunts a lot of men's growth, because we're taught to start disassociating with our emotions.
Yeah, we're literally taught to bottle it up. They're sending these boys out into the world with fucking, if essentially emotionally crippled. They're out there with one hand tied behind their back. Like, how are you supposed to operate like that?
Yeah,
that's not fair. These kids, not even just the kids, guys in our generation and earlier, like we're sent out that we were cheated. We were told you had to be like this. It's like, no, you don't, because that's not necessary. You can. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off and just start fucking rambling here and giving you an ear.
No.
But I like that. And I like what you're saying, how if the kid gets hurt, you say, "Oh, well, how do you feel?" Instead of just saying, you're going to be okay. You're saying, what does it feel like? And you get them used to expressing what's going on inside.
Correct.
That's such a small thing, but has such a big impact. I feel like that could be extrapolated, to any number of things in terms of growing up and a kid's development. Like you're normalizing expressing what they're feeling, which is, like you said, that's one of the things that I feel like men have been lacking in. We don't know how to express what's going on inside unless it's through anger.
Yeah, exactly.
So is that something like, why is that something that sticks out to you? Like, is there you have personal experience with that kind of thing? Like, is that something you struggled with?
No, not really myself. But people that my wife is close to, they have problems with that still to this day, and they handle it in the wrong ways, and they think that they're emotionally invincible when incorrect. They use anger all the time, and that's an emotion, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't want my kid to have to do that to his family later on.
Well, I mean, you don't do that, right?
No.
And I would think that, one of the best ways we teach our kids is by example.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it sounds like you're already on that path.
Yeah. But I do get frustrated with my wife sometimes, so I'm working on that.
Listen, nobody's perfect. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
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 Are you seriously oxtail again?
Nice.
Your wife is Caribbean, right?
Yeah, Jamaican. Yep.
So did she make oxtail for you?
No. Curry chicken though.
Okay.
Porridge, jerk chicken.
All right.
Yeah, she hasn't really gotten to the oxtail world too much, but her father knows how to cook it, so she has to learn from him soon, because I love oxtail.
Yeah. I to this day I still never had it. I never had it.
No.
And it's not because I've avoided it. I hadn't know. I've never.
Dude,
the few times, not even the few times, but all the times I eat like Jamaican food or anything Caribbean, I always either go for like the jerk chicken, or you know what I mean. Like I
so
go for the
old. Guy.
In my old age now, I'm starting to delve deeper into that world.
Okay, cool.
Coming like when I was younger, not so much.
Yeah, same here.
And then go to Jamaica a couple times. I was like, oh, okay, this shit's actually legit. This is actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. The next time you get oxtails around you, man, you got to try them. They're so good, dude.
It sounded weird
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
Like I used to have a foreman. He was from St. Vincent.
Yeah.
He talked this different island, but a lot of the same culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have some oxtail, my brother.
Yeah.
Like it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but I'll
Why?
go.
Like,
I don't know.
it's a tail of ox.
Because I'm just a fucking gringo from New Jersey. Like I don't know. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just imagine biting a cow's tail or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I got you.
all right. So listen, we're pretty much out of time. I'm gonna get you out of here. Keep my promise to you. So, but Tim, thanks for coming on, bro. I appreciate it, man. Do you have anything you want to plug? Do you want to tell the listeners anywhere they could find you? Or are you good?
Yeah. Well, what about humble pie?
You want to do the humble pie? I was trying to keep it short. I haven't done it in a couple episodes, but we could do it.
Yeah, let's bring it back. I would love to hear one of your stories and share this horrible story with my personal experience with these.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go first. So you seem like you got one locked and loaded.
All right, let's do it.
All right, hit me.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I was either 16 or 17 at the time. Beautifully, I was by myself, coming back from school, high school, walking home, and I was in some North Carolina blue shorts, basketball shorts.
Okay.
And I was walking in front of this store that used to be called Sloppy Joe's. You know what a Sloppy Joe is?
When I know the sandwich, yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So they used to serve Sloppy Joe's, but they had closed down for a while now. But anyways, I was in front of the store, walking past it, and all of a sudden I shit myself.
You had your own Sloppy Joe. We serve Sloppy Joes here. Well, I just made a chili dog.
Yeah. Beautifully, I was 1 block away from my house. So I just clenched my ass. I fucking tried to couple what was there in the fucking shorts. And I waddle home.
Think about this. Just those sandwiches do something to you so bad. They're so tremendous that just looking at it made you shit yourself. Literally.
Yeah. It literally came out of nowhere, dude. I don't know. I don't think I had the feeling or anything. It just fucking imploded.
It's just
so weird.
Oh, look at that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
that hurts. That hurts. Did you run into anybody? Anybody see you?
No.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
I know. It was like my guardian angel's like blocked off the street or something.
Were you shaking it out of your leg like Andy Dufresne as you walked home, doing a little Shawshank Redemption?
Probably.
Yeah, little shit shank redemption.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I like that. Keep it in the spirit of the show. I've told a bunch of shit in myself stories, so I feel you. All right, so mine. This is not like a serious one in any way, but this is something very embarrassing that happened. So this is going all the way back to high school.
Okay.
I used to wear a chain wallet, metal kid. We wear chain wallets and fucking studded bracelets.
With the Jinko jeans.
No, this is post Jenko. We weren't doing Jenko anymore at this point.
All right. Okay. Jinko was like more like 8th grade.
Yeah, we were a little younger for that.
Okay.
So we're in the cafeteria. And I was trying to like squeeze through tables, and the way the tables were, they were the ones that fold out with the little stools attached to it. It wasn't like chairs or anything.
Yep.
So I'm trying to like, I forget where I was going. I was trying to get through quickly, and I'm squeezing through the tables, and all of a sudden I just felt this hard tug on the chain side. I was like, what the fuck? And literally like the whole table moved. But my chain had caught, like the one chair it caught so hard. Or no, I'm sorry. I didn't catch the table. I caught a girl. I actually caught her. I thought I caught the stool, but I'm thinking, how would that work if it was attached? I caught
my God.
And pulled her off the stool in the middle of like lunch period.
Shit.
And I turn around. I'm like, what the fuck was that? I look, and all of a sudden there's a girl sitting on the floor, and there's an entire table of girls just looking at me like, and this one girl, and I was like, I put it together in like a split second, like, oh my God. And the one girl, like another girl just looked, why would you do that? And I was like, no, it was a total accident. My chain, I wear this because I think it makes me look cool. And that was not on purpose. And this poor girl is sitting on the floor, beet red. Like she was probably like mortified. And like between getting yanked
Did
off
you know
the
her?
chair, No, I have no idea who she is to this day.
All right.
I
Okay.
could-
Okay. All right.
I'm so glad I don't know her because I would never have to look back at her face and like hang my head in shame. I was so,
Yeah. Oh my
I'm so
God.
sorry. I'm like trying to help her up, and she's like, "Get away from me!"
Was she crying?
Damn near.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was a total accident. I wasn't even doing anything stupid aside from wearing a stupid chain wallet, like a
Yeah.
fucking stupid fat fool that I was. But
Did you keep wearing it?
yeah.
Okay.
Not much longer after that, but I did keep wearing it. I mean, yes, you got to keep up appearances. What do you?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was mine, and I just stayed away from that table for the rest of the semester.
That's too good, dude.
Yeah, that's my humble pie.
Okay, I like it.
Dress appropriately, gentlemen. Dress appropriately and safely.
Yeah, keep it tight.
Keep mine tight. All right. See, we did pie. All right, buddy. Like I said, anything you want to shout out before we get out of here?
Yeah. Thank you for having me on the show, man.
My pleasure.
I appreciate you. Love your show tremendously. Met some cool people on here, and have since followed them on the gram, and was introduced to Dad Dilf podcast.
Hey, shout out to Kev.
Yeah, that's real cool. I've been listening to a lot of the episodes actually in the past few days, and so if you want to catch me anywhere or check out some music on SoundCloud, I'm The Writer 86. It's everything spelled correctly, not Gangsta DA.
Yeah.
Or Instagram's the same thing, The Writer 86.
Oh, nice. I can just leave it right up here.
Yeah. Or YouTube as well, same thing.
The Writer 86.
All platforms. Yeah, The Writer 86. And,
gotta love that consistency.
Yeah, correct. Consistency is key.
I don't have to put fucking 6, at names underneath the video now. I can just
keep
it here.
Correct. But if you want to aim me, it's the worldwide homie.
Aim? Oh my God! I think my brain almost melted for a second.
Oh, shoot, bro. So that's it, man. That's it.
All right. Well, make sure you guys go follow Tim. All right, dude. Again, thank you very much. Hope everything. Hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend with the family. Much love. I would say blessings and all that stuff, but I'm agnostic. I don't believe in that stuff. But
I love it.
Positive energy. I'm sending good vibes your way. And it's almost. This is coming out. Bro, this might be the last episode of the year. Just thinking about that. Yeah. I think this might be the last episode of the year.
Awesome.
So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, because it's not the end of the year right now, but
yeah.
Again, bro, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guys, that's the interview. That's the convo. So shout out to Tim. Make sure you guys go follow him. Tim's a great dude, generous guy, genuine guy. And I'm happy that he came on here, because ever since he found out that I even had a show, he's been 100% supporting. And you gotta give him my deepest appreciation, because, me and Tim, we're not like we grew up together. It's not like we're, he's blood, but, he supported and he didn't have to. And, he's actually a really cool guy, and I enjoy talking to him. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. But, again, make sure you go follow him, and make sure you follow us, A Pod Amongst Men, on Instagram and Twitter. That's kind of how I gauge how the show's doing, based on the interaction there. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, A Pod Amongst Men, guys. And if you're listening or streaming, whatever, well, that's the same thing, listening. But make sure you give us a rating on iTunes and whatever platform you're listening to that has a rating system. Please make sure you support it there if you can. And yeah, you know where to find us. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, Amazon Podcast, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast, guys, we're there. And that's it. It's so fucking cold out here right now. I have to get out of here and I have to go back inside. So I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Peace.